Okay, welcome back, guys. We are continuing with our lesson. We are now going to look at application. Now, let's look at the following question. It says, you have a wet towel which you hang outside to dry. Describe and compare the interactions between the hydrosphere, which is the water droplets on the towel, and the atmosphere in terms of temperature and air movement around you. If you live in a dry area, as well as if you live in a humid area. Now, how do we deal with such a question? The first thing we ask ourselves is that which interactions of the spheres are we looking at? We are looking at the interaction between the hydrosphere, as well as the atmosphere. If you recall very well, we said that the hydrosphere here, we look at the water. So in the question, we'll be focusing on the water droplets on the towel. And then here, the atmosphere, we are looking at the air movement as well as the temperature. So how do we deal with this question? Now we're going to answer in terms of living in a dry area. What happens when you live in a dry area? If you recall very well, in a dry area, the air is very dry. Okay? That means that the towel is going to dry very fast. So the towel dries very fast. Why is that? The water droplets will evaporate. The water droplets will evaporate. Okay, sorry about that. Let's go back. The air is very dry in a very dry area. So what will happen is the towel will dry very faster and the water droplets will evaporate faster, and then the towel will be dry very quickly. But when we look at, as you can see here, we spoke about the water and the air. So the water and the air. So that shows an interaction between the atmosphere as well as the hydrosphere. And then in a very humid area, if we look at a humid area, the air is not so dry. So the air, not dry. It's very bit wet. It has a lot of water droplets, okay, in the air. So it is not going to dry faster. The towel will not dry faster. So towel will not dry faster. Okay? And then water will still evaporate, but it will take time for it to evaporate because the humid environment, the temperatures are a bit warm, and the water droplets in the air are a lot. So it's not going to be easy for the towel to dry quickly as compared to the dry area. Okay, I hope that made very sense to you guys, and you understood the difference between a dry area and a humid area in terms of the interaction between the hydrosphere as well as the atmosphere. Okay, now let's look at the next question. It says, what is our responsibility? What is our responsibility as humans to the release of excess carbon dioxide into the atmosphere? Remember, the word excess means more carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. So what is our responsibility as human beings to the excess of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere? What can we do? One, we can reduce burning fossil fuels or stop at all. So we can just say, stop burning fossil fuels, because they affect the environment by releasing more carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, and we've already said that it is going to lead to global warming. And then what else we can do as humans? We can plant more trees. We can plant more trees. And how is planting more trees helping? Now, when we plant more trees, remember then that means we'll have more trees to absorb more carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. And when we reduce the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, then we can reduce the issue of global warming. Okay. Then what else can we do? We can, instead of generating electricity using burning coal, we can also invest as a country in using hydrolysis, which we can use the water to generate electricity, and that could stop the burning of fossil fuels. Okay. I hope that made sense in answering our responsibility as human beings to the release of excess carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. We said that we can stop burning the fossil fuels, we can plant more trees, and we can use another way to generate electricity by using maybe water to generate electricity. Okay, and guys, let's go to an air break. Thank you.